You'll excuse me for my disheveled state. I am tired from selling at the flea market. Went to my local place, Berlin Farmers Market, good place for me to sell. Why? Because that was my neighbor's gate opening, because they never used the front door, they used the gate. I actually had a pretty good weekend there. I was like $10 away from $300, so sell some stuff I didn't want to sell, and I sold some stuff that I did want to sell. So there's that. Excuse me, thirsty. And it's 4:45, 46 really, but who's counting, right? I missed out on some stuff today, but at the same time, I got some stuff. A couple of my local guys that I see all the time, they're continuous buyers for me. There's like, oh, this guy, he dumped like a bunch of toys on the ground, and I got this, or I got that, and they're like, oh yeah, this guy got a Grimlock and a Slag, and I'm like, alright, well, I guess I missed out. I don't know what the heck that was. But one of the guys bought a nice little lot of stuff off me. I bundled it together. I shot him a price. He shot me back a price. And a little bit of a barter. And I asked him, let me see what you wanted to barter. What he wanted to barter with was this. This is the, can you call it a cod piece, really? It's basically like a little belt buckle for the 1993 Dragon Zord. I didn't have one on mine, and I told him, like, he told me he got this before we made the deal, so he kind of already knew I was interested in it. So he got, what is it? Ocarina of Time, Mario Kart, a loose copy of Hyperstone Heist, Maximum Carnage, and I believe a Game Boy, or not, a Super Nintendo Game Genie. He paid me, what, $115 plus this piece for everything. That was fair to me. I had maybe 25 in all the games. So I made money, and I got this piece here. I might have had less than 20, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. I spent, what, $2 on the Game Genie. I had 5 in both Ocarina and Mario Kart. So that's 7. I had 10 in Maximum Carnage. That's 17. And Turtles I had 5 in. So $22 I had in it, and I made $115. So, what, 90 something, maybe $80-ish profit on all that. That's not a bad deal. But getting the cod piece of the Dragon Zord, to me, was a win-win. But I actually went back to the guy to see if he had anything left over, you could say. And I went back a few times. I'm going to save that to the end of it, honestly. Because I only bought one game today. The rest is like either... Well, I can't really say I bought one game. I bought a little something that involves gaming. But one of the resellers there, he actually bought, earlier in the morning, my Mario RPG. I sold it to him for $40. I think I had like 35 into it, so I made a little bit out of it, but at the same time I wanted money. So, but I went to his booth that he was set up in, and he had Monster Rancher 3 on the table. Apparently it wasn't his; it was his employees, and it's complete. I didn't think the disc is holographic, kinda. What is it? I got it for 10. He had to actually call his employee, like, would you take 10? So, I got that. He actually had a Budokai Tenkaichi 3, but it was the greatest hits version. And I don't want the greatest hits. It's that red label. Saw a couple of my buddies down at the flea market as well. I bought a few things off of him. For $5, I got a Digivolving Leomon. It's basically, you open up the head, there's a few other things. He transforms from a standing lion to a crouching lion with big saber tooth. And the other toy I got is the red spotted Cheetor. He's only missing his squirt gun, but they're actually pretty easy to find for me. I don't know why. I mean, I tend to find those more than I find the tail guns. And for $2.50 a piece, that's not bad, seeing as how this toy at a general convention will be $15 to $20. And the Leomon itself, these are expensive. If you find a complete one of these, you're probably looking at about a $30 to $40 toy. Apparently, nothing's missing here. It's supposed to be like that because his hair, is like that. He's only missing his sword and sheath that would plug into his back here, and only has one hand for the sword. And I'm fine with that because this guy, he's what you would call the guy that always dies in the show. As much as people love his character and just love the design, he dies in every season he is in. Every. Oh boy. Alright, now on to the guy that I finally got around to. I actually made 2 trips. I made 2 trips with this guy, and I started digging. One of the finds you're not going to see because it's in a box somewhere. Basically, I found the head to the Red Dragon Thunder Zord, and I found the body today as well. And they're together in a box in my for sale bin because I do not need another Red Dragon Thunder Zord. He did not have the tail piece, but I figured having the head and the body is basically good enough. I paid 50 cents for the head. I paid $1 for the body. There you go. But the other stuff I got, I paid 50 cents for the Wolf's Fist cover for the Ninja Megazord. It's actually in very nice shape. I mean, mine is basically the same, but you don't see these, and I pick up a lot of Power Ranger parts every now and then. And the other part I found is it's dirty. A lot of these toys were dirty. He had a lot more Zords too, and he was selling them for $1 a piece. But I was in the mood to make money, not spend a lot of money. He had a lot of the Thunder Zords. He had a few of the Turbo Zords. I was hoping to find a little something else. He did actually have some pieces for Drago from Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad. I had one for sale today. It didn't have all the right pieces. I actually found some parts in the pile, so I bought them and I completed mine. I also bought a servo today, which is also in the box, to go with my Drago, so bang. But the other piece, I consider this, I bought this for $1, because he charged me the Red Dragon Thunder Zord head for 50 cents. He charged me the fist cover for 50 cents. This I consider I paid $1 for. The Pterodactyl Zord. It's in okay shape. I mean, a little bit of the sticker there's wearing. It's pretty dirty in there. The screws are showing a little bit of rust. Just a little bit. Nothing that you can't just clean off. But I'll usually pick up the hard-to-find Zords when I see them. In this case, the Pterodactyl are always missing. I can find a Triceratops, a Saber-Tooth Tiger, a Mastodon any day of the week. I can't find the head for the Mastodon, but I can find the body for the Mastodon. But for the life of me, I can never find the Pterodactyl. What is it? Oh, yeah. I also found the Digi-Egg Magnamon. This is basically for parts. I will pick these up just for parts. As you can see, he's missing one of the legs, this piece, a foot, there. And he's also missing one of the guards. As you can see, it's kind of cut in half there. But this forms the, I want to say, Digi-Egg of Miracles? It's either Miracles or Friendship. It's one or the other. But I just thought, hey, this guy's complete enough to where I'm going to buy it. Because I might find more pieces of him down the road. And now someone's texting me, right? But the real important find that I got from the guy, he just had so many parts that I just could not do it all. But this was the major thing. I saw this on the ground. This is a Game Boy. And it was just this on the ground. Went to grab it. And then I see a spot of yellow. And I was like, please be in good shape. And as you can see, it is in very good shape. This is the Pokemon Game Boy. Yes, it is missing a few of the label stickers. This one's faded, as you can tell. I have tested this out. It does work, but the speaker is blown. It will require a new speaker, and I have inquired about a new speaker in one of my local game stores. It's not really local. It's like a 38-minute drive just to get there. And it's Classic Game Junkie, and I knew they worked on stuff. So, and I thought, hey, let's give it a shot. I did make sure that it does play games. I put in a copy of Pokemon Blue in there. The buttons work. The D-pad works. The start and select button work. And I had to put brand new batteries in it. It did have batteries in there before, but they were dead and thankfully did not explode. If they did explode, I'd have nothing but a shell. But this works, so I'm going to get the speaker fixed. They quoted me $20 on it. I think that's fine. The screen, like just this alone, does have scratches, but not enough for me to say, no, I need a new screen. Because I figured if I paid $8 for this. $8 is a steal for this. And I feel, hey, I can fix up the Game Boy, and these things go between $50 and $60. So putting around $28 into it, I'm still going to make profit in the end if I do ever decide to sell it, which I highly doubt. But it's finally good to have an old friend. Alright, well, that's it. It's a short episode today, folks, because it was a long day and I just want to take a nap. So I'll see you later.